Good Meridium. How's everyone doing today? This is our second stream of the day. We started off on Twitch this morning. Met up with a couple of people there. Let me just verify that we are doing some good stuff here. Make sure that we are live. Everything is good. Let's see, view my channel. We got a live stream going. Maybe? Yep, let's check it out. Hello, hello. Yep, let's check it out. Hello, hello. All right, audio sounds good. Perfect. I was having a little audio problem this morning, so always good to check that kind of thing to make sure that everything is fine. But it does sound good. All right. What did we do this morning? And we investigated a mystery. I think we discovered a solution for that mystery. What happened to my black horse? Maybe that's the name of the mystery. What happened to my black horse? I think we discovered the answer thanks to Moon, who came in for a little visit, a little bit. And probably someone else notified Moon to come in is going to be my guess. So thank you very much. Let's go ahead and check out the next thing that we're doing. And that is playing 2 Hours, One Life. We were creating dynamite to open up the mines. And that's kind of where we left off. I am Rock. Anyone who's watching the stream is welcome to join in. Just ask or let me know in chat room, hey, let me in. And I can turn on my fertility and get birthed, or you can get birthed. Let's see. Let's go ahead and say, I am Rock. Did I already do that? I think I did. Okay. The next thing that I want to do is go grab some food right over here. We're going to take one from the bush and one from the bowl. So we boost up to our level 1 right away. And then we're going to do a couple of other things. I should have done this much, much sooner, but I didn't think about it at the moment. And that is wherever I died, I was off looking at something else. I'm not quite sure where I died. Probably around my horse, maybe around here. Probably that right there. 159 years. That sounds about right. Let's see what we got here to pick up. Head wrap. Let's wear that. Toy pack. Let's wear that. And then it's just going to be a matter of putting things in the pack or the head wrap. And then we're going to get to making some dynamite. Tell you what, let's, we're craving apples. Let's go ahead and take care of that craving right away. Oh, we got some apples on the tree. Pickling cucumber. It's not a pickle. It's just a cucumber. Tell you what, do we have those right here? That is a pickling cucumber. We're going to grab one of those, eat that for our craving. Cooked berry rabbit pie. I think we've got some of that as well. Just step down here, put some of the stuff in our pack. That can go in our head wrap up there. That is going to go on the ground for now. Head wrap, and probably want that in my head wrap also, to be honest. And then we can wear that boot. That one. those trousers, that apron. Like that's it. So we're going to put that in our apron and that in our trousers. No, I don't think so. We're going to put that in our head wrap. And that flint can go into our trousers there. Okay. So what was I doing? I was getting tinder and kindling for making some kabooms, some explosives. I was kind of right in the middle of that, so we're going to pick that up where we left off. So right now we're just loading a bunch of kindling. I think we're loading 4 baskets of kindling, 4 baskets of pine needle tinders, and that'll be good for now. So there's 3, and then we've got a 4th basket. And then we're going to do 4 baskets of pine needles. First, taking from the trees. Always what we should do first. That way we reset the spawning time for another spawn. And then we can fill the rest of these up with stuff that we've already got. All right. 1 basket. There's 2 baskets total. 3 baskets. And then 4 baskets. All right. Looks good. Let's load those up into our wagon. And continue on from there. Oops, are we full? Really? Guess we have a spare basket in there, perhaps. All right, we're about to need some more food. We need a berry rabbit pie, so let's go ahead and do that next. Boost up our yum level a little bit. Berry rabbit pie. Let's do a search for rabbit, just to make it a little faster. Rabbit pie, berry rabbit pie. So that's going to be my craving right there. We'll eat that. And then cooked skewered bass fillets. I have not done any cooking with fish yet. In fact, I just barely started with fish, catching them. But we will have to work on that a little bit later, I think. In the meantime, let's bring down some of these baskets of tinder and kindling. Ultimately, I'm thinking we kind of want the stuff over here. Although, I think I'm going to park this guy over here for the moment. Maybe right there. And let's see what we got. 1 basket of kindling, 1 basket of tinder, and then here is a full crock, I think. Uh-oh, where is it? What did I do with it? I did something with it. Oh, it's over here. I moved it. All right, so we got a crock with soaked wood shavings. We're about to start the fire. And I had an idea of kind of what I wanted to do with that. Oh, for everybody who's coming in, I want to drop a link to a voting poll. I know I've asked people to do some voting for the last couple of days, but I would like to know what you all want me to stream. And I have a little bit better poll. There. Vote in that poll for what you'd like me to be streaming. And can I pin that pin. There we go. Message pinned. In fact, I think better yet, vote in this poll to help decide what I stream. Paste. That's probably a better one. We'll pin that one. There we go. And that way, y'all can have a little bit better time of deciding what I'm going to be streaming there. I know that some of y'all want me streaming 2 Hours One Life. Some of you want me streaming DFK. Some of you want me streaming Sandbox or Crossfire to Atlantis. And I'd like to give everyone a little bit of input, or allow everyone to give their input so I can better decide where I'm going to focus my time. Because I really do like all of these things, and I would like to spend time with all these things. It's just how much time do I want? You can vote more than once, or I should say you can choose more than one thing to vote for if you want. So that'll be cool. Get back to our game so we don't starve. All right. I'm going to grab this stuff over here, bring it down to this place, and drop that right there. So what my thought was is, oh man, there is the sulfur. And then I thought about scooping up some ashes in the niter solution, but to do that, I'm going to need some niter solution, I guess. So we would at least get one bowl there, and then some niter. I think we've got niter down south already found. Otherwise, someone was telling me that we might need a mine for that as well, a certain type of mine for niter. Just do a search for niter. I think it's down here a little bit more. There's some pile of niter. We'll grab both of these because ultimately we're going to need 4, aren't we? And I don't see any others. We're going to have to go hunting for niter. Oh, you know what? I bet we have some down at the mines down there, further to the southwest. Full of niter solution, and if I remember correctly, full of niter solution. Here. I think what we're going to do that is just scoop up ashes. Yeah, there we go. So I'm about to need to eat something to eat. Go grab some yums. And let's just start with the easy stuff first. So things like these drilled coconuts. That. We can crack that here. Our 2 halves. I think I do want another basket down here. And place those a little bit better. Okay. That'll last us for a little while. Can I put one of those in my pack? I sure can. Zdraba, hey, how are you? You need a lot of niter at certain parts of town evolution. Blowing up mines, making photo paper, making radio. However, it's not a consistent necessity. So you can drop niter mine you can drop it from priority list. Okay, cool. Yeah, it wasn't. Yeah, I'm not sure if I had. Not sure how I should classify all those things or prioritize all those things. This stage of my learning experience. It's good to have people like yourself who come in and help guide me a little bit there. All right, so we're about to do some paper right here. And maybe I need to take these little papers off of this table first. Can I stack them? I think I should be able to. Yeah. All right, so I think what I need in my mines, I've got a iron mine already set up that's, I guess, permanent. And then I think I was told that the other mine, there's a second mine that we've got going, should be limestone. Would that be your recommendation as well? All right, let's grab the, about to do the fire. Finding Niter and Wild are using 1 to get you from level 1 or 2 mines is good enough for most towns. Okay, that's good to know also. Go ahead and look at what's there. Grab that. We're going to put this on there. Wait till it cools off. We're going to put our crock pot of, I guess I can't see, but it's a crock pot of the wood shavings for making paper. We're going to make a bunch more paper. The paper is for our booms explosives. I'm okay, just dropped in while I eat my questionable salad mixed with pineapple and tuna. Hey, that sounds interesting. I don't think I've ever had a pineapple and tuna salad, but I can't say that sounds bad at all. Sounds interesting. Of course, I'm one of these people that does like pineapple on their pizza as well. So, yeah, pineapple goes good with a lot of things. So I'm not surprised that pineapple and tuna would make a good combination. Yeah, just feel free to hang out and watch me make a goof of myself here in a lot of different ways. Okay, so we've got this niter. I need 2 more niters, and that at least for this. And so I think what I'm going to do is go down south. Let's take a couple of baskets, in fact. And actually, what I want to do, first take our horse over to here and drop off these, or unload, I should say, unload these baskets. Because we really don't want these baskets being used up. We really want them unloaded. And all of this nice stuff stuck over here. You're not missing out? Oh man, so if you think I'm not missing out, why are you eating it? I have to ask. Certainly you find it good enough to make it a choice of your meals, right? All right, we're going to load this kindling into there. And we're just going to load the baskets back into here as empty baskets. Then we're going to unload these kindling, these pine needles, off right next to it. Stack is full. We'll go for the next stack. All right. Load these up into our cart or wagon. Let's grab some food before we head down south. Maybe this split coconut. Eat that. And let's grab, what else do we have in our pack? I thought I put a split coconut in my pack. Instead, let's swap it out for this honeycomb. Put that in my pack instead. And do I have room for another basket? I do. And do I have room for this other basket down here. I do. But that one, no, we're full. All right, we're full of baskets. Let's see. Sometimes you make a mistake and you have to live with it. Oh man, I've done that before. I have worked on some food for myself. I thought this was going to be yummy, and it turned out that it wasn't that great. And instead of just throwing it out, I was like, oh man, I got to eat it now. As well just eat it. Sometimes I've tried to make it better. You know, hey, maybe I can add this or mix that or dilute it with something or another. And sometimes that turns out okay, right? I'm going to take it that you probably tried to dilute it with something first. Of course, then again, tuna and pineapple. I mean, what would you even think to dilute that into? I don't even know. So you might be stuck. All right, so it looks like I've only got a little bit of niter down here as well already. All right, that doesn't really matter. We're going to scoop it up. So let's put basket there. I'll tell you what, let's just jump in the horse and bring the horse over here a little closer. All right, that's a little bit better. Why is that? I keep doing the wrong clicks. Crazy. Okay, there we go. I think I got it now. Okay, just gonna drop some of this down there. Sometimes you gotta live with it. Righty. We have a ton of baskets now. So we're gonna load them up with the niter. Pick that up, please. I guess I don't need to flash it at myself anymore. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So that's 6 niter. This is good. What else could I use from down here since I'm just right down here? I think people could use iron, but I don't see any iron down here. And I'm not sure what else we would need. Maybe would need some copper, perhaps. Oh, I do know one thing. Charcoal. But maybe we can just take a basket of, scoop up a pile of coal. Take another big basket of coal. And another basket of what? This copper. And what else do we got over here? Maybe some of this malachite, maybe? We might have plenty of that back at home base already. And I think just another, I'll get pile of casterite. Can I just scoop that up? No, I can't. We'll just have to take a little bit at a time. 3 of them. And we'll just put that right into the wagon here. Load it all up and then be on our way. I could stand to eat some food here. I wonder if that stuff fits in crates and how many it could hold. Let's see. Pizzeria next to Metro has very good chicken and avocado salad. Oh yeah, I bet that would be good too. And I asked them, what is the club salad? Girl says, oh, it's pineapple. Cool. I'll try it. It was a mistake. What? The club salad. The club salad is a salad with pineapple and tuna. That's crazy. Hope this story is entertaining and educational. Yes, it actually is. I'm being educated a lot. The club is tuna and pineapple. I'd never heard of that before. The club reminds me of something like maybe with ham or something. I could be mistaken, of course. But I mean, I don't know. All right, let's find some yums down here. Oops, I just not right on my tables, please. Let's go for the apples, oranges. I think that's a little bit better. There's plenty of those to eat. And let's take one of those and even a grape. All right. So plus 36, that should last me about 12 more years, 12 more minutes. That'll put me right about 50 years old. So we'll see if that comes true or not. For these things, let's come down, bring our horse down to here. Drop it. Let's take out some of that niter. Oops. There we go. Oh, let's see. It's Spain. It's trial and error on food combinations here. Oh, interesting. Like I said, I don't know, man. I could see tuna and pineapple probably being a good combination. Not saying it is, obviously, not to everybody. But I don't know. I'm getting curious. You're making me curious. Might have to try that out. All right, so there's 4 bowls of water. We're gonna add niter to each of them. All right, so now we got this niter solution. We're gonna take off that crock and scoop up one of those ashes. And now we need 3 more ashes. Grab another pine needle from up here. And let's grab from over here these kindling. 1, 2, and third one from over here. That's going to be our fires down in this location. We can drop that right there, move that off to the side. 1, 2, 3. All right. Well, let's see. In any case, have a good life. Love seeing some glimpses of evolution the little village has. Must go now. Hey, thanks for stopping by. Glad you could. Now, feel free to drop in the village anytime you want as well. Okay, we have got the 1, 2, 3. Get those going. Pop that on there. Pop that on there. Pop that on there. We'll get our bowls of niter solution. Cooked kraut with shavings. I think we can just pour that right onto the table, if I remember correctly. And that'll last some number of minutes. We don't necessarily have to wait on that. Let's just take this over to the table. Pour it out. Oh no, we need the stomper first. Stomper first. There we go. Stomp that. And we can pour it onto the table. Then we can take this long straight shaft, roll it once, roll it twice, boom, look at that. We have got 6 more pieces of paper, which will be used for our niter. Still don't have the ashes quite yet. Let's just bring the paper down here. Maybe I should have put these in a basket rather than taking them one at a time. All right, we're doing 4 dynamites. We got 4 of each of these items that we're putting together. And at some point, hot coals are going to turn to ash. I should be taking it, if I was smart and efficient, I'd be taking advantage of these hot coals and I'd be cooking something on there. But I'm not even sure. Certainly I could do a flat rock and some eggs or something, but I'm just not that efficient yet to make the best use of all of these different things happening and making sure everything's timed just right. Okay. Just wait another moment, probably, and then we'll be ready. I think my 4 bowls of sulfur are already here. So there's a bowl of niter with ashes already done. All right, there we go with our first one. There's our next one. And our last one. All right. So now that we have niter with bowl of dissolved niter with ashes, what's our next thing to do? Let me check my spreadsheet this time and see if my spreadsheet's going to be a little bit more easy to read here. So bowls of water with niter, scoop ashes, put a blank paper, pour an empty bowl. Let's try that. Let's grab our paper, put that into the bowls. And then we probably have an empty bowl around here. Nails. Should have an empty bowl hiding behind the cart. Yes, it is. There we go. And then I think the last time I did this, I was a little bit efficient by putting that down and then just putting that there, dumping that out, dumping that out, dropping that, and dropping that. All right, so then we have our bowl of saltpeter solution. And I think we need to wait. Yeah, there we go. We have to wait till it turns to here. And then we can put our sulfur in there. Oh, put our sulfur in there. Don't want to pick all those up. Thank you. And then we can pour that in and put our bowl back. All right. And then what we want to do is add our bowls of charcoal powder. Did I have a bowl of charcoal powder again this time? It doesn't look like it. I don't see 4 bowls of charcoal powder laying around anywhere. So let's grab this wagon, toss it over here. Lots of stuff that I want to take down. Can I just pick up that whole stack and drop it in there? I can. Okay, do that then. And that'll be 4 bowls, so that's good. And I can take it down here. And maybe park right here. Sure. Then we want to do 4 bowls. With a piece of charcoal. Pass her right. Get a huge pile of coal. Guess we can't interact with that like it is. What is in there? Steel file. Oops. Get a scoop of that out. Pour it over there. And just take one piece. Put it in each of these bowls. No? Coal. Oh. It's not coal that I'm looking for. It's charcoal. So there is a furnace with charcoal. Let's grab that. Dump that out here. And take one piece. 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 I need one more piece. Look for charcoal and see if there's just another one single piece laying around somewhere. We're going to do a search for char. There is a charcoal pencil. Charcoal there. A little piece of charcoal right there. All right, good enough. There we go. We can take the round stone and smash, 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 smash. Okay. Put this back over here. Why someone had it over here, I don't know, but they did. Then we will take out these baskets. Basket of niter. Basket of whatever this is. Basket of whatever that is. More copper. I think it's more efficient to put copper on the ground. Is that right? No, we can only, oh, that's slightly different type. That's different. Let's bring this basket over here and then we can unload that copper a little bit better. That's 3 pieces, 4 pieces. Yeah, it fits a little bit better that way. I'm not trying to get in the horse, trying to get the next basket out. Right? Calm down. All right, stick these here and stack these up. Take this over here, load it right there. All right. And I think I've got some more baskets in there. What that is. a coal. Dump that right there. Then we are done with it. Load up our baskets again. Maybe we don't want to load up all those baskets. This is really what I want to do is make sure that I can fit all of these bowls of the charcoal powder. There's 1, 2. Can't fit that one. If I take the basket, I don't think I can fit multiple bowls of that. No, I can't. Let's get another basket out. And then we can put both of those bowls of charcoal powder in there. Looks like I'm getting hungry, so it's a perfect time to head north, get some food. Listen, Draba, if you're still here, are you the one who made me this lovely little vault? I'm trying to find out who it is and thank them for that down there. It's come in handy. All right, yums. I'm gonna grab a pie of that. And even another one. Go. Now, bonus of 38 is going to be what? 12 more years, so like 66 is what we're looking at, somewhere right around there. All right, let's take our horse down to here. And just drop it off right there is fine, probably. And then we should be able to take out a bowl of that, dump it in there. Take out the next bowl, dump it into there. Take out the next bowl. Very cool. Finally, the last bowl. All right, so now we got our 4 bowls of black powder. We can load those up into the cart. 2, 3, 4. Black powder for our explosives. And it looks like that scarecrow's still doing really well, keeping those. Okay, so I'm much more pleased with whatever's going on with this scarecrow today. Yesterday, scarecrow only lasted 12 hours or something. I don't know, it didn't seem like it lasted very long. Didn't seem like it was worth it to try to put one together, but now birds are just flying off, coming in, swooping in, but they don't stay around. It's been going on for more than 24 hours now. So that's really good. All right, let's take these. What are we gonna do here? Move that bone needle off to there, maybe. All right. Take these sheets off, or these, what are they exactly? Leather hides off. Or leather hides. We're going to cut those with a knife to get leather sheets. Then we are going to take a thread And we are actually a ball of thread, or we're going to get threads off of that. So there's 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then we're going to place those out. Put those shears back in the basket. I'm going to put those threads onto the leather sheets. And we're going to put a bowl of the black powder on there. All right, very good, very good. One more, please, or two. One more. And then we need the sewing needle. We're going to sew them up. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom. Look at that. That used up our whole needle and thread area there. So that's really good. Perfect timing, or I should say perfect count. Now we've got 4 more dynamites. Nice. So let's go ahead and load those up. To our wagon. Now we got 4 more chances to get the limestone here. Let's try that out and see what happens. Going on down to our southwest mines. Grab an explosive out of there. Drop that back in. And then light it up. And what did we get out of it? Limestone. Ooh, I think that is a limestone mine, which is exactly what we wanted. Mine with limestone deposits. Yes, we got it. All right, so now mine with limestone deposits. This is an iron mine. So now we want to lock this in. And I don't know how to do that, but we're about to find out. So those of you that are just tuning in on this stream and hadn't watched the previous streams, this mine was giving out, or I guess when the mines get exhausted and you're about to increase them or upgrade them to the next level, you've got to put explosives in there. And when you do put explosives in there to upgrade them to the next level, they randomly are assigned a mine type that gives certain types of things. So we had copper one time. There was one time we had something else. I forget what it was. And maybe malachite was another one, maybe. I forget. But there was a couple of different ones that we were getting when we were trying to set that mine, but we weren't getting limestone. And now that we do have limestone, this is what we want to keep it as. And so now we have to do something, I think, like we put in this casing or whatever to lock it in as a limestone mine more permanently. I don't know a whole lot about that, but that's my understanding of it. So that's kind of what we're about to do. So mine with limestone deposits. Let's see what we need to do next. We're pretty good on our food supply. So let's check out this thing over here. Mine with limestone deposits. And I want to say it's going to be mine with limestone deposit 2 exploratory is my guess. And how did we get it? Yeah, we had a exhausted mine that we had an explosion with, and then that would either give us coal, limestone, copper, iron, cassiterite. Okay, yeah, so those, and you have a percentage chance to get those. If that's not what you want, then you throw another piece of dynamite in there. However, if we don't want that, then we can pull that out. We have limestone exploratory, limestone deposit. We could put a dynamite in there to change it to something else, I think, or we could lock it in. Limestone mine number 3, level 3, just built. So we want to put 2 steel beams. So let's see how to do those 2 steel beams. Those 2 steel beams are made up of what? Just mold with steel beams. Okay, we need 2 of them. Oh, interesting. Do we already have some steel beams? Otherwise, this looks like it's going to be a little more work. Let's take a quick look at what we've got. Beam. Don't see any right in here. No one has brought any down already. All right, let's run back up to camp and see if we've got any steel beams already made. And if not, we're going to have to figure out how to make them. Oops. While we pass by this little area right here, let me just harvest some of these grapes, like so, and then reset the snare on the rabbits. And then what we're looking for, oops, don't want to go down south. What we're looking for ultimately right here is we're looking for steel beams. And actually the steel beams would have been down here. Do we have any? Yep, there are some. Perfect, perfect. So there's a beam mold right there. And we also have this thing, empty ladle cart, beam mold, and 2 steel beams already set up for us. Thank you, whoever did that. Saves me a lot of time and hassle. Really appreciate it. We'll load one of them into there. Load the other one into there. All right, go do it. Somebody has been watching out for us over here and making some cool stuff for us, I must say. Wish I had a better idea of who those people are. I have an idea of who they are, I guess, but I guess what I'm saying is it'd be nice to know more exactly who did each of these different steps. What's going on? There we go. All right. So we had 2 steel beams. We don't need to look for that anymore. And now what do we do with those? We're going to take steel beams. We're going to put 2 of them together. Then we take both of those and we attach it into a mine. And then boom, it looks like it just works. Okay. We can do that. It is limestone. Pop those in there. There we go. Limestone mine, iron mine. Love it. And I don't think we have a pick down here, probably. If I do a search for a pick for mining. Oops, didn't mean to say that. Yeah, no mining pick down here. All right. Do we have more baskets of things? We do have a basket we can load up with some stuff, maybe. And maybe a little something else also. Huge pile of coal. So we can scoop up some of that. And what else do we want to grab? Maybe some limestone. I mean, if we're having a limestone mine, maybe we want to pick up some of that limestone right now. Take it back with us. All right, looks like that's all we got for the moment. All right. Then, looks like we need to eat some food. I'm going to run up this direction, grab a bite to eat. Look for some yums. Looks like we found some. Eat that. I do want to turn on my Discord. My friend Emerald Blood is going to be coming to join us after a bit. And let's see here. There we go. Let's launch Discord. Get it up and going. All right. And our chat window right there. Okay, perfect. Okay, so we've got our food level up to level 16. Got 16 bonus, 70 years old. Everything looks fine. Take that horse down. To do what? Unload some of those baskets of coal. Add it there. Dynamite. That looks like another pile of coal, maybe. Yep. And what else do we got? Another dynamite. Can we stack dynamites together? Looks like limestone, probably. Put it there and unload it. Then we're going to stack some dynamites. All right, I did it. Let's put the dynamites into the vault. What do you say? Seems like a appropriate place for those. Okay. Thank you, Erie, again for helping us with that bowl of moss and buttermilk mixture. That was thoughtful. I need to put that on the door as well. Okay, let's get our little key out. And bring this into here. Bring, as well just park this right in here too. And those dynamites right there. And it looks good. Those baskets back in here. And then somebody, I don't know who this person is. Flint and steel. I mean, what are they doing with a steel mining pick? One of our flint and steels in there. Very sus. Very sus. So how do I take an item out of my apron? So there's a way we can press the T to use shorts, use backpack. How do we take something out of our apron? R remembers coordinates. Shift R, the key remembers custom coordinates. What's the difference between remember coordinate? Oh, maybe he resets coordinate where you were standing. Search for an object, delete the last search word. File-based clicks. Yep. Use apron pocket. Shift T. There we go. That'll do it. So Shift T. Go. Let's grab that paper and let's run up here to this rubber ball. I think I can just apply that, and now we have a blank piece of paper again, which can be useful for someone to write something on later. Maybe this isn't the best place for papers. We want to put those papers over there. All right. And then we have these short shafts. Knife still looks good. And put those in our crock. Guess that's full. Okay. And that knife we can return to the shelf. Did it automatically get put there? Even though I'm putting it up higher? Thing. Things seem to drop down to the bottom. Didn't know that's how that worked. All right, well, good to know. All right, looks like I'm hungry again. Let's see what kind of yums are over here. Carrots, honeycomb, and honey. Let's go for the honey. Eat that. Honeycomb, we can eat that. So now we are at a plus 40. That's going to give us what? 7? No, it's going to be more than that, isn't it? 9 or 10 or actually 13. So 13 years. Why my math is so off there? 13 years is going to be 91. So probably expect to be eating some more food about 91. So what, I've got a honeycomb in my backpack. Let's take one of these, put it in a bowl, smash it with a rock. Put that in this bowl. Dump out the beeswax. Out the filter paper. There we go. The cloth. Just put that down. And there we go. All set for the next time. Very, very good. Let me also send, now that I'm thinking about it, my friend hop over to YouTube and my own link. View your channel, my lives, or maybe just home. And let me just tell him over here in this other window, I'm streaming on YouTube now, and just let me know when you're home and ready to get started. Oh, you're having a fantastic day. All right. Oops, that wasn't right. Edit, delete all that. I want this. There we go. All right, now let's get back to what we're doing over here. Very good. OBS and that. All right, now we're good. So we got our dynamite, we got our limestone mine all set. I feel very accomplished. And let's go check our spreadsheet. We've done some things here. For the explosives, I'm pretty satisfied with my little shortcut routine for explosives. I think that's good. At least a good start. There's my one for the diesel engine. and all of the stuff that we need to do for the diesel engine. That's crazy. And as you can see, some of the things here, new common lathe, it doesn't go into all the detail about how to make that itself right there. All right, so here's our spreadsheet of what types of things we're doing. Dynamite for the mines, that's been done. We're going to light that up as green. And diesel engine for auto mining, that is something on the list of things to do. Mason jars for glass. I do think I need to do that, but I think something a little bit more important for me is going to be practicing smithing with steel. Because I do not want to be at the whim of not being able to get things done because I can't, or I shouldn't say I can't, but it's too challenging for me to make some of those smithing tools. So let's work on that. Looks like we've got some good food. We've got about 40 more minutes of gameplay here on this life. So it should be pretty good. All right, let's do it. I'm just going to walk down here. I'm going to pop my garlic yum right there. And I can't even express how long it's been since I've looked over the smithy area. So many people have been doing things in here, and I have no clue where anything is or even what people are trying to do in here. It's crazy. And some of this stuff, of course, I've never seen or worked with before. Bessemer converter, blast furnace. Don't even know what that would be. Of course, this thing, the empty ladle cart. Of course, we just used the beam molds, ingot mold. Oh, wow. What? Heat mold? I bet some people have more fancy ways to do some of these things than I've been doing. There's a bronze shovel head, but I think what my goal is at the moment, I'm going to try to make one of each of the, let's see what we got here. The hoe, the shovel, and the axe. That's what I'm going to be doing. Bronze mining pick heads. Wow. Somebody's got some pretty fancy stuff here already. I shouldn't say fancy, but I guess backup. It's got some decent backups of some things up here. And then do we have all cotton yarn? We've got steel material around, scrap steel. Very good, very good. Okay. Somebody's poi pack in there. The wooden shoe? Yeah. Oh, a pair of wooden shoes. All right. Okay. I want to do one of each of these things. Let's see what we need to do to make that happen. Been a while since I've smithed anything. Let's come over here, look over here and see steel axe, even though I just need the axe head. How are we going to make that? Steel axe head. I think we're going to hit those a certain amount of times. Steel hammerhead, axe head. We're gonna let that cool. So there's a certain number of times we have to hit each of these. I probably write that down. All right. So from the ingot, steel ingot, then we're going to use the smithing hammer. Once to get the hammerhead. And then once we have that, we can hit it again. Hold on a second. The bronze hammer is only going to go between the steel hammer and the ingot. Is that what I'm saying? Is it going to go back and forth between the ingot and the hammerhead, which is fine. Maybe it can't do anything more. We're ultimately going to need the steel smithing hammer. To do one time on the hammerhead to get an axe. And then hit that on the axe, and we're going to get the hoe. And then on the hoe will be the pitchfork. And then after that comes the chisel. Then we're going to get the adze. Then comes the steel froe. Then the file blank. Then the blade blank. Then the shovel head. Then the mining pick. Then back to the hammerhead again. All right. I think I got all those down. All right. How's my food looking? Food's looking okay. But we do have a steel hammer head right there. We're going to want to do that on our anvil over here. I don't think we need a wrought iron right there. There's a smithing hammer. We have another one. And it looks like that's all we have here. All right. And both these look in good shape, I think. Yep, both of those look like they're in good shape. We do have a bronze smithing hammer right there, but I don't think we would want to use it necessarily. Probably better just to use this one. All right. Let's check out our yums real quick. Here it looks tasty. And that should last us a little while. See what other kind of yums are over here. Take with us. Tomato, looks good, easy. Back over to the smithing area. All right, so let's do this. Check out our thing here. How are we going to get there? Pick tree. Pick tree on that. Pick tree on that. Going back, back we go. Hot ingot. How are we going to get that? I'm going to put a cool steel ingot into the fire. I'm going to get the cool steel ingot crucible. Going to come from what? Iron and charcoal. How do we get that? Wrought iron and 1 piece of charcoal. And the 1 piece of charcoal looks like it's going to come from a hot bloom. Let's get 3 bowls of a piece of charcoal together. We're starting to think about what we're going to do here. The basket. And I need to be making charcoal also. Something else that I ought to probably spend a little bit of time fiddling around with. All right. I've got 3 things of charcoal. And then we're going to want 3 wrought irons to put into each of those, and we only have 1. So let's do a search for wrought. Not seeing any more. We're going to need to make it. And we're going to make it by what? Putting iron ore in tongs. And you know what? I don't think I've got any iron sitting over here, come to think of it. Do we? Search for iron. No, we do not. And I think that might be what someone was talking about earlier, that we didn't have any more iron. The iron mine was dried up. So, grab our trusty steed. Keep leaving my horse somewhere. Time and time. Oh, it's in here, which I don't want it to be. All right. And we need baskets. Let's think about making some baskets here real quick. All right. Never have enough baskets, I feel. And we're just going to drop those into there. And let's scout around a little bit more on the right-hand side. I think there's a whole bunch of stuff right up in here. We're just going to start knocking some reeds down. Snagging some of these reeds as well. That's good enough. All right. More. Drop that in. Grab this one. That. With a nice basket. And we'll grab these reeds with those. And hopefully, oh, you know what? We ought to get the mining pick. Is that all that I can hold? Is that really 8 baskets in there? I feel like there might be something else in there that I don't really need. Oh, look at that. It is quite a few baskets. Like 9, huh? Six, 7. Outside my door here, peeking in at me. Decided to skip my house. Probably a good thing. People coming to my door. All right, 8. All right, so we do have 8 there. Let's get to it. Let's see. Looks like we could use a little bit more food first. And so as we run by blacksmith, I think I've left a tomato or something. Just look for yums and get this garlic down here. Eat that. And that'll last us, let's see, until 107 years about. Oh, while we're down here, we also need the mining pick. For some reason, but he left one in here. So I'm just gonna grab it. All right. And off we go. Iron ore is what we're trying to collect right now. We need a lot of it. Or at least would be nice to bring a bunch back. Be nice to our fellow workers. Okay. Tell you what, let's bring this horse down a little bit more. Like to there. Then baskets can be set all up in here for iron. All right, we're looking good. Oops, that's the wrong mine, actually. We want the baskets over here. There. Okay, that looks better. That's some iron. Zoom in a little bit just so we can make sure we're getting what we want to get. Cast right off the way. Now we're just getting pure iron here. That is nice. Basket. Loading it up. Go. And the diesel engine, from what I understand, will automate the process of mining. So that's really good as well. We want to keep an eye on our pick. I see it's starting to crack a little bit. Do not want it to break. Take it back to the workbench table. Starts to get bad, or one level worse, I guess. You do want to keep an eye on it. I think I'm skipping around happily and gleefully. Up there we go. Notice here, we've got two little breaks on the steel pick now. So that point, I think it's just time to go back. But that did get us about 7 baskets full of iron. So that's really good. Then we're going to go right back and we're going to fix that pickup. Be able to use it again. Okay. When we're in this area right here, we'll stop and we'll harvest some grapes. And we will move the snare to the next rabbit hole. Go. Right in here, we will park our cart. Then pick goes tapping on that table. Oop. Now the mining pick looks much, much better. We'll add another scrap back to the table. And probably that's all we need to mine out of that ore for now, anyway. Let's go ahead and put that in the ice. It's a little easier to see. And we can start to unload some of the iron. That. I think that's all we can stack in a pile. Other click, please. Go. I think I'm starting to get hungry. Go ahead and look up here for a yum to eat. I think that tomato's going to be good. Grab that, eat it. So that means we've got another 8 years. That'll be 116. And we're going to need to eat again, about 116. Let's see if that's right. All right, put it there, I guess. Stack that over there. One more basket, I think, is the last one. That's 7 baskets. Yep. And 1 pick. Load all this back up. So let's see. 3 players took care of each triplets. My siblings are getting love by my mom and giving me rabbit clothes. Yeah. And named me annoying. Cute. All right, let's see here. I'm going to probably not, I don't think this life I want to risk trying to start up the fire and all that. It seems that I would want to do that the next life. I think 10 more minutes doesn't seem like enough time for me to do the things that I need to do. Probably. Or does it? I don't know, maybe. Let's look for some more yums. What is that? A bowl of French onion soup? Really? Bananas? Oh, let's bring down a banana. It is a yum. And that's probably going to be the last thing that I need to eat. And if it's already sitting right here, then maybe we'll be good. We'll be good to go. All right. So what I want to do is I want to get that wrought iron. And for that, we're going to take these pieces of iron here. And I think I'm going to need 3 of them. 1, 2, and 3. Because I think we're going to be doing, actually I only need 2, but let's do 3. And what we're going to do is we're going to try to make that wrought iron. To do that, we're going to light up the forge with charcoal. So we need to make sure that that has charcoal in there. And then take our tongs, take it out on the flat rock. while it is hot, hit it with a smithing hammer. And actually, we should make quite a few of these, come to think of it. Not limit ourselves to 3. See how many we can get done. Okay, so 6 probably should be a max. We're going to take our tongs, and let me look at that again. Let's put it on a flat rock and then just hit it and maybe leave it there for a little while. That's why we maybe have so many flat rocks over here. So each one of these can have a place. So here we've got this stone furnace, which I guess is going to maybe last longer. But we do need charcoal in there. Get a bucket of charcoal, toss it in there. I think we're going to need a, can I just get my, light that? No, not going to be that easy. All right, so how do we get the stone furnace with charcoal going? Stone furnace with coke. The heck? Stone furnace with charcoal. Then what we're going to do is we're going to place this on there, which we already have. Stone furnace. Charcoal. What we need to do is light it. The way to light it is with the firebrand. How do we get firebrands then? Could be with a fire. Could be with all these other things of fire. All right, so it's just gotta have the fire basically on the ground, get that lit. We're 116. We've only got 3. Oh man, I'm not going to start the fire right now. It's going to be too crazy. But we can get it all prepared. So let's get the kindling, which I think I saw some kindling up here. No? I've sworn there was. Search for kindling. No kindling? All right. Go grab a basket of kindling then. Guess we got a lot of it up here. So let's grab a basket, load it up. And let's get another basket just in case I mess something up. And looks like I'm hungry again. So what can I eat? Was that all I got? is a meh. There's a yum. Green bean, maybe? There we go. That ought to last me. Only got 3 more years of life anyway. That ought to be fine. Let's get one more basket of kindling. And we can load that up in here. All right. Write that down. Up to this area. And let's see, basket of kindling. Another one. I think that's all the kindling that I had. Stack it here. I think we can get more than 3. Oh, I'm just about to die. Let's go ahead and walk over here. Take off some of these items so they don't just explode on me everywhere. So, all right, guys. I'll be right back with the next life. 120 years old. Do it again. Get reborn. I am rock. Bananas are my craving. What we're going to eat first. Well, maybe not first. Eat some of these and one from the bowl. All right. Oh. Waiting for our pip to go down, I guess. Shouldn't be too long. Yeah. All right, let's go get our clothes on first. Where are they? Up here? And then over here. There we go. All right. Go get some yums in us. And then we're going to start making this thing. That. A pie. A pie. The pie isn't going in? What's going on? Oh, because I can't take food in the wagon. Put coconut. That in there. Grilled coconut. Take a basket with lemon, an orange, and an apple. All right, so that's plenty of yums in the basket. Drop that off over here. Now I think we're ready. Okay. Woo! Ah, looks like my Discord crashed again. Check on my friend real quick. Looks like he is not with us quite yet. No, still all good. All right. Okay, let's go ahead and fire this up. We're going to get, can we get pine needles from here? I think we can. Drop that here. We're going to light this, put some kindling on there. Actually, let's move this over there, perhaps. Put the kindling on, firebrand into there. Then we're going to be taking that, putting it in, putting it on a rock, hitting it with the smithing hammer. That is the goal. All right. Get a yum. All right. Got a little bit of time. Make this happen. That. Firebrand. Tap that. Songs. That. Another one went out. I think I was able to do 3. Which I guess is okay. Because we've got those flat rocks. Someone a little bit more speedy would have been able to do something a little bit better, but 3 is actually all we need technically. And I can take those and put those in these crucibles. So, all right, so now we got 3 crucibles with iron and charcoal. Go ahead and check from here. Actually, what do we really want? We want steel axe. Look at that. Let's take a look at that tech tree. This tech tree. We're going to put a lid on those. We're going to put those back into a furnace or a forge. Until they're hot. And we're going to let them sit until we have steel. And then once we have steel, we're going to heat them up again, and then we hit them. All right, so really I'm going to need 2 more firings of the furnaces. Oh, man. That. That. And let's eat that banana. All right. I'm gonna grab a little bit of a drink here. I'm going to mute the microphone while I do. All right, we're back. I don't know about you, but I'm not a big fan of streamers gulping sounds on stream. I don't know, it's just me. All right, let's see. We have got baskets. Just join those baskets together. And join those baskets together. Actually, let's just put those back in the cart. Okay. Now, we're going to light this furnace up again. Then we're going to need to do it one more time after that. I'm going to need to make some charcoal for sure. Okay. We're going to light that furnace up again. And then we're going to need to even do it again after that. So I'm wondering if I should put some logs on a fire and make it last even longer. Kind of feel like I probably should. Well, let's just grab these other logs here. Grab some pine. All right. So what we're going to do at this point is we need to take these things. We need to put plates on those. There's 1, 2, and there's our third one, a plate. And then we're going to put those in the oven and then just lay them out a little bit. Let's stack these for the moment. Not taking up so much space. Tongs. All right. Smithing hammer. We don't need that at the moment. And then we want to do an axe, a hoe, and a shovel. That means 3 or 2 hits, and 3 hits, and then 10 hits. 3 hits, 2 hits, or 2 hits, 3 hits, and then 10 hits. That's what we're going for. All right, let's get it done. Add that onto there. That'll make it last longer. Fire that up. That in. That in. And put that in. All right, we've got hot forged. And it's too bad that I don't have anything else to do with that. Wasting it there. Maybe I can grab, a little too slow for that. And we got forged steel. And then let's put our other thing of charcoal in there. Get ready. And then we've got 1 ingot, 2 ingots, 3 ingots. Put that back in our backpack. Where did that come from? All right. Oh, did I put that in my backpack accidentally? Put that down. Then what we want to do is take our tongs. Fire it up, and then now we want to hit it with the smithing hammer a couple of times. Come on. Drop that down, please. Smithing hammer. So 2 times, 3 times, and then 10 times. Two. One, two, three. Oh, what? Two, three. Oh man, I used the bronze one instead. And it didn't work out like I wanted. So one more basket. Here we go. That down. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Shovel. Yep, that's it. All right, so we got a hoe blade, steel axe, and a shovel. Woo, did it. And it only took 5 baskets of charcoal and a bunch of fire. But the large slow fire is definitely a way to go on that. Charcoal, I need to make some more charcoal. It's been a little while since I've done that. And obviously I'm going to be going through a lot of charcoal. But I feel really good about these pieces here. Steel hoe blade, steel hand axe head, and the shovel head. Nice. Orange is a meh food for me. Backpack, perhaps. Grab my horse. Let's go get some food. Yums. Grilled coconut looks good to me. And we can put that on the rock. Crack it. Take our halves. There and one there. Get some more drilled coconut set up. We can do 3 more at the moment. Go. Knife. To, what is that? Skin it? Whatever. Can't toss that together. All right. And then we'll just get the drill. Tap, tap, tap. Then we can put those into the basket. All right. Good to go. Good to go. What other yum foods? We got some pies. I'm going to have to teach my friend when he gets here how to start doing some gardening, making some pies. I think that's where we're going to start. And maybe also with some of these fruits, like the coconuts, apples, oranges, lemons, bananas, type of stuff. Okay. Let us, now that I've done, a mining pick. I should have done another mining pick also. The mining pick is 11. So actually, let's hop over to the spreadsheet. And let's practice smithing. Let's practice smithing. Steel. Oh. Actually, let's do axe first. Axe, which is going to be 2 hits. Oh, which is going to be 3. Shovel is what, 10? Yep, shovel is 10. And then pick is 11. All right. Steel. Axe. Hoe, shovel, pick. 2, 3, 10, 11 hits on those. I think we could probably get to a place where we're doing 4 of those things at least, and then doing each of those 4 I think are going to be good. We probably should think about doing blade blanks as well for the shears, because I think the shears need 2 blade blanks, right? I think we're going to need some food here in a little bit. All right. If we look at this over here, steel, or just shears in general, we can pick our steel. We're going to need 2 steel blades, and those 2 steel blades are going to come obviously from steel blade blanks, right? And those steel blade blanks are going to be 9 hits each, but that is a pretty expensive tool. Much, much, much rather get those repaired than to have to remake those. All right. We are good. Good to go. Did I make another set of those tools? Shovel, hoe, axe, and a pick. I feel like I probably should and could. All right. What are we going to do to be more efficient this time? We're going to light the long fire. I still think I'm going to need 3 firings of the furnace. I don't think I can help that. We're going to have 1 round where we're creating the wrought iron. And then we have to, I don't think we can just jump right into the next step right that quickly. We're definitely going to need charcoal. And we've only got 1 more basket of it. So that's no good. We're going to need to make stone kiln with charcoal. Let's check that out. How do we get the stone kiln with the charcoal? We're going to light it up. We're going to close it. Got it. That's going to come from just putting kindling in there, really? And then lighting it up? I thought there was more to it than that. Okay. So we just need lots of kindling in there, some amount. Close it, and we're going to get this. Let's come back over here. So there's 3 stone kilns. There's actually 4. I think we want to load all of that up with kindling, probably. Get our horse up over here. And Red Kepsu, nice. You're moving along so nicely. Oh, thanks. Appreciate that. Yeah, I've worked on my smithing today. I'm going to practice a little bit more with the smithing. But we've got the mine blown out, so I made a bunch of dynamite or explosives and set up one of those mines to be limestone. We already had an iron mine. That was one of the big projects today. Went out and did some mining to get the iron. Then we came back and we started smithing some steel tools. All right, so we got these 4. I played last night and ended up in the dragon family. Oh, wow. Who is in the dragon family from their Discord names? Do you know? I guess most of the people play in most of the families, right? My guess is it's probably similar or same groups of people. But maybe not. There might be different people that prefer to play in different families, I would guess also. All right, I don't know. I was also put into the Hanny family, and I know one person who was playing, Lexi. Oh, cool. Yeah, I need to play a little bit more with other families, I think. I think one of the main reasons that I was hesitant to do that for so long is just because I think I might have said it before, but I just didn't feel like I could contribute much and didn't want to be a burden. But at this point, I feel pretty confident that I can at least hold my own and do some things, that I wouldn't be too much of a burden. Least I could do is work in the garden and the kitchens and stuff, right? Make some pies. And so that helps me feel a lot better about it. What were you doing for their families or when you were playing? Did you have a job or did you take on some tasks for them that was helpful? All right, let's get this horse up here, I guess. Well, I think for me, I don't have a choice. I, at the least, do farming and cleaning, but go ahead and log out if I get tired. Yeah. I was making clothes in both. Oh, really? You were making clothes in both families? That seems to be a little bit kind of advanced. That's cool. I think most of the things that I do is just, I would feel most comfortable with the farming and the food stuff. Did you get inspired by Stampy making all those clothes in here recently, or were you thinking about making a bunch of clothes for yourself or practicing with that? I'm finally learning. Yay. Yeah. I was taught to fish, which isn't hard. Oh yeah. I'm not sure if you'd seen me working on fishing at all in here. Haven't spent a lot of time with it. I was teaching some or showing somebody. I shouldn't say I was teaching necessarily, but I was showing someone a day or two ago a little bit about my little fishing spot. And yeah, it was pretty easy to do. What kind of fish did you catch? I do get inspired while watching you play. Yes. Oh, it was you that I showed. Okay, cool. Yeah. Well, very good. I'm glad I inspired a little bit of inspiration for you for that. So where did you fish? Like what, did you fish in like a lake, like deep water? Or were you fishing in ice hole? And what did you catch? I don't think I've fished in an ice hole. You got a cod and can't remember the second fish and a boot. Yes, I've got 3 boots so far in here. And I've got a couple of cod, or I should say a few cod, and I think 1 bass. And I need to go fishing in the ice holes because, of course, you can catch different types of fish in those ice holes, right? Some fish that you can't catch in the lake or in the river or whatever you want to call it, the deep water. And have you tried fishing with I think it's called a fishing pot? Oh, let's see, Deepwater Pond near the village. I think if I get put in the right family tonight, I will try ice fishing. Ooh, yeah, nice. Very good. I would recommend that. I've done it before, like a year ago, but I haven't done it in this spawn site this year yet. I haven't tried the pot. So I saw Jane Galt. I was watching his stream a couple of days ago on Twitch, and he was teaming up with somebody else, and they were using one of those fishing pots, actually kind of like a net snare type of a thing for the water, I guess would be a better way to kind of describe it if you aren't familiar with what it looks like here. And so you toss it in the water and you wait a little bit, and then you pull out something. And I think most part you're pulling out things like crabs and lobsters. It's not really fish. I didn't notice that you're actually catching fish with it. It's mostly lobsters and crabs. Anyway, they pulled out a lobster, and I don't know if it was this specific lobster or just any lobster in general, but they were calling it Lenny the lobster, and they kept it around on the land, and it just kind of flopped around a little bit. They were kind of treating it like a pet. I thought that was kind of funny. It was living on the land around where they were at. Lenny the lobster. And of course, you can eat those. And of course, Jane got really upset when they'd had this lobster around for, I don't know, 30 minutes, 45 minutes. I don't know exactly how long. But they had this lobster living as a pet, it seemed, for quite a while. And then he runs off. He's doing some work. He comes back, and someone had cooked up the lobster. And so, of course, I don't think he was really upset about it, but he gave kind of a little upset expression or something like that. And it was funny. Yeah. Yeah, they wiggle around. Actually, I know how to cook one. Oh, really? Okay, cool. That's cool. Hey, were you the person that cooked Lenny the lobster in Jane Galt's stream a couple of days ago? Probably not. But I did think that was funny. All right, so how many? 3, 4, 5. I think we can put 5 into each of these. All right, I'm going to stack these. We're going to load these up. We need lots of charcoal and make myself useful with that. And this charcoal is going to help me not feel like I'm a drain on society here. All right, we got them loaded. And I don't think I can put any more in any of these. No, 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 and no. All right. I assure you I'm not guilty. Oh, man. I forgot. I learned how to make paper last night, too. Oh, wow, really? I don't remember if it was yesterday or today, but I've made 6 sheets of paper. And in fact, let me ask you, Sue, did you make paper with sugar cane, or did you make paper with wood shavings and a crock, like putting all the wood shavings into a big crock? So somebody was here with me today, and I forget who it was right off. I get so many people dropping by. I really should write down some of these names so I can give proper credit where credit is due. But one of the people listening to the stream today was kind of hanging out with me, chilling out, and I needed to make paper for working on some dynamite for exploding some mines and getting them to the next level. So as I was making this dynamite, I needed these sheets of paper, and I was about to use, like I was researching, okay, I need sugar cane. I'm going to need to chop these sugar cane down. I'm going to need to do this. And they said, oh, yeah, instead, why not just take some short shafts, get wood shavings off of those, stuff those into a crock, boil it, and there you go. And I was like, oh, that seems a little easier maybe, rather than trying to go find a bunch of sugar cane and all this kind of stuff. And needless to say, it was pretty easy. And I made, I think, 2 batches of 6 sheets of paper each. So those crocks, again, I'm not sure how you did it, but by putting these wood shavings in the crock, we got a table of 6 sheets of paper at a time. It was pretty cool. I think a lot more efficient than the way I was about to do it. All right, let's get a fire started over here. Let's see. The sugarcane. I did the crafting guide, and that's the one that gave me first. No, it wasn't Tanya or Sadraba. It was, oh man. Yeah, I haven't seen Tanya today. Sadraba did drop by for a little bit, but it was somebody in the morning stream on, it might have been Might have been Cartoon Jesse, maybe? No, I don't think so, actually. Maybe. But I want to say... I can't remember who that was. Of course, I can look back at the stream for this morning's stream on Twitch. So it was on this morning's stream on Twitch. I could look back at the stream and find the name, I suppose. I have not done the crock and the shaving, so I'll try that one. Oh, man. Definitely, I think you should try that. So I think you still probably needed the sulfur and the nitrate solution, the water, the charcoal powder in the bowls. You probably needed all that stuff also, right? And then instead of having the sugarcane pulp or whatever, I had the wood shavings. And when you did that batch of sugarcane, how many sheets of paper did you get out of that? Well, I decided to bury my game in my game mother. So I just needed to write paper and engrave the stone. Oh, it just gave me one sheet. Oh, okay. Yeah, so if you only need one sheet, then I don't know if it's that big of a deal to do it either way. Let me grab some yums. What am I yumming for? Oh, chili con carne. I am not going to make that for this life right here. All right, so what do we got for yums? We got pies. Yeah, let me give you a... So if we have a crock with wood pulp, so let me just give you a quick showing of what I did here. And this might be maybe easier for something. All right. So what we did is we got, I think, 5 or 6 wood shavings into a crock. And then from that point, it's the same thing that you would do. You'd follow along with this. So if you start to go back in the tree, you start to see it talks about bowls of bagasse or sugar cane and some stuff like that, cooked sugar cane. But we didn't have to do any of that. And see here, you're having to cook that sugar cane also. And so it was a little easier because we didn't have to do another previous step of cooking these wood shavings. So we can get these wood shavings, we can stick them in this crock, and then from there, we just put a couple of bowls, I think it's 3 bowls of water into the wood shavings. And once you've got the 3 bowls of water into these wood shavings, you're then going to take that and put it on some hot coals, let that sit for a little bit of time. And then after a while, you'll take that crock off, you'll use a stomper on it. And then you're just going to pour it out on a table. And then you're going to use this long straight shaft twice. So you pour out the crock and you're going to get these 6 wood pulps. You're going to roll it out with a long straight shaft and you end up with 6 papers right there. So that was pretty cool. And for 6 of them, and you could stack those and use those a little bit later. Let's see, you put the cane in the bowl and Hulk smash cane with stone. Hulk smash cane with stone. Then you boil it and separate the water from the pulp. Yeah, it makes the cane juice. Then dump it on the flat rock, hit it with a round, place the flat rock, and you're done. Oh, that's not too bad. Well, whatever village I end up tonight is getting paper. Yeah, and I would say try out this one with the crock because it's actually pretty quick, I feel. And now that I've done it twice, I think I could do it a third time even faster and get get 6 sheets of paper from it. And I think it saves you a step of having to make that extra set of fire, um, where because we don't have to boil up sugar cane. You just take the long straight shafts, whittle them down into short shafts. You use a knife on the short shafts to get the wood shavings. Put the wood shavings in the crock. You do have to boil the crock, that is true. So there's one set of fire that you've got to make for that. But then you're done. Pretty much, I guess. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Okay, what was I up to? I was about to do another set of smithing, I think, or charcoal specifically. What family do you think you might play in? Or do you just play and you're not necessarily sure what family you're going to end up in? I think that's what you were kind of sounding like. Which knife do you use? I think you have to use the bronze or steel knife on the short shaft. Yeah, bronze or steel knife on the short shaft. And that makes the wood shavings. And then you're going to stick 5 or 6 wood shavings into the crock. Put 3 bowls of water in there, and then put that on the fire. Or I should say the hot coals, not really the fire. All right, let's light this up. Grab some kindling, firebrand, to there, into there, there, there. Close that door. Can we close that door? How do we close it? Not going to waste all that, am I? Do I have to wait for the fire to go out, maybe? Wasted it all. Wasted all of it. Okay, that's a shame. Let's see. I just play randomly. That's cool. You get to meet new people and play around with um, different people and get to know them. Like currently, Erie, Bender, Maple families are being played today. Oh yeah, we can press the P, I think, over here. See who's in the server. So we got Erie, Bender, Maple families are going, and then some kind of unknown thing right there. Yep, very cool. Like Cinder might be playing by herself at the moment. And then some other people that I don't know. Yeah, no, on the primitive one, you use clay on the door. Yeah, I know. Use clay on the door. And I thought it was just a matter of closing this door, but obviously it's not. When you first started, you had some bad luck with trolls. Really? What do you mean? Like you're talking about in the personal area that you were working on, or something else? People like picking on you as you were playing, running off with stuff and doing things? That's no good. All right, so what's with the empty stone kiln? Stone kiln with kindling. And then what? We're going to put a door on it. Okay, great. We're going to put some kindling in there. Fine. We're going to light it on fire. Fine. Oh, you got to use the long straight shaft to close the door. All right. I wasted all of that kindling. So much kindling wasted. Where's my horse? Get some food. And we're going to try it again. Thought I was doing so good making some charcoal. All right, what do we got? Carrot is easy. And let's go grab another yum over here. Maybe a tomato. That. All right, so we got a good bonus. Go grab our baskets, bring them back up, load up with more. A lot of kindling left up here. Somebody did a lot of work on that. Since there's not a lot of kindling left, let's just but the troll stopped. My first 3 logins, I was born, I was grabbed and left in the wilderness. Oh wow. So of course I'll apologize if that was me, but I think when I was first starting about a month ago again, I had, like right now, I automatically am infertile every time I start the game, so I don't have to worry about it. But back then, a month ago, before I changed that setting, I was having to type no BB every time, and sometimes I'd forget. And so I was having babies when I wasn't ready. And I think 1 or 2 times, although I wouldn't say I'd tossed them into the wilderness, but I definitely said sorry and just kind of left them because I didn't know what I was doing well enough to even take care of those. Hiding your stuff. Oh man, that's no fun. People hiding your things. One day I worked to engrave several tombstones and a person just removed them and let them despawn. Oh, wow. Wow. Now, one thing I'll say, recently the game got reset. I had all of these gravestones engraved, right? They've got things on there. But notice that it doesn't really say, it doesn't really say who's there. Forgotten person, grave of forgotten person, forgotten person. All of these are forgotten people, even though they have writings on there, right? But they're all forgotten. And the server got reset recently, and so all the names got taken off when the server got reset. So I don't know if that was your same issue, but of course, if you're saying they despawned, then I guess people just removed the stones. So that's even worse. You put up a kitchen. One guy followed me around, called me what? Called you stupid. That sounds like that should be reported. We shouldn't be putting up with that kind of stuff. I know that the team here is very careful about that kind of thing, and they don't want the griefers around. And I think any negativity like that should probably be reported. Absolutely. One guy grabbed my baby, ran off, and killed it. Oh, that's really bad. What is going on? I've never had anything like that. But then again, I've always been playing in my more private area here. You were being born. Someone grabbed me from my mom, took me to a bear. Whoa. That's crazy. I watched the person remove the stones. That's just mean. Okay, that's wow. A few things I did report. Person who followed me around got a talking to. I guess so. Man, that's just insane. That's a lot of really negative stuff that happened to you. Well, congratulations for sticking around. Yeah, I don't think most people are like that here, but I haven't seen anything like that at all. It's sad to hear that there are some people around that are doing that kind of thing. Wow. I didn't think there was anyone in the community that was acting that bad. Definitely need to report those people. All right, load up these baskets. Well, let's see. All this stuff has simmered down. I have loads of help and good people. Yay, that's much better. As well, you know, sometimes it's just bad luck, but man, but I was perplexed. Yeah, I've played in some games before where we didn't really have that much control over the people, it seemed, or some of the players. And I'll tell you, man, the state of the players, whether they're toxic or helpful, can really make or break the game itself. It doesn't really matter how much you like the game or not. If you've got people in there that are behaving badly, and specifically almost targeting you, either they are targeting you or it just feels like they're targeting you, that can make or break the game. There was a game that I really loved a long time ago, many years ago, and I got started. We played in guilds, right? Maybe 100 people in this guild or this team, and it was competitive against another. It was cooperative within our guild, but then competitive against other guilds and teams. And I got pretty well known in my guild, and I was very helpful in doing a bunch of things. And then I had this guy who got really, I guess, jealous would probably be the best way to say it, of my success, perhaps, or that I was getting a little bit of attention, perhaps, for the positive things that I was doing. I was teaching a bunch of the new people how to do things pretty well, and just a bunch of other things. And anyway, there was this other guy who was, I guess, feeling a little jealous, and he like made it his mission to destroy me or to set me up. And ultimately, what happened was he did some things and set me up in such a way that, and then accused me of some things that I didn't do, blamed me. And it was very difficult for me to prove that I didn't do it or something. I forget all the details. Like I said, it was years ago. And then he had a couple of other friends that joined in to get to help him to like corroborate or back up his stories. And ultimately what happened was I got kicked out of the guild, which was in the top 3 of the guilds of all. Like, there's thousands of guilds that play in this game, and I was one of the top. I shouldn't say I was one of the top players. I was in the top couple hundred players out of tens of thousands of players. And of course, when you're that good at something, you want to be in one of the top guilds. And so this guild that I was in was one of the top 3 guilds. We were pretty good. And it got me kicked out of that. And in fact, it was so damaging. And some of those top guilds supported each other in certain ways that when the leaders of my guild were kicking me out, they kind of passed it on to some of the other guilds. Hey, don't take this guy in. And it made it pretty impossible for me to get into any of the other guilds. And so that really damaged the entire game for me. And I stopped playing for about a year. And then when I got back in after a year, most of those people were gone. Some of them were trying to ask me back into those top guilds. I guess they found out that the guy who had been doing that to me turned out to be bad himself. About 3 months after I got kicked out of that guild, he was kicked out of that guild as well. And so I guess they looked on him poorly as well. They were trying to get me back in, but I felt that I was already, what's the word I wanted to look for here? I was already disenchanted, I guess, with the fact that they were accusing me and didn't listen to what I was saying and so on. So I didn't want to go back into their guild again after all that. It's like, hey, you weren't listening to me the first time, and you wouldn't even hear what I was trying to say. So I don't want to play with people that are like that, leaders who are making decisions like that. And so I just spent my time in a lower level guild, but it was a bunch of good people. And so it made the game more fun again. Yeah. Oh, let's see. You've had some of the best helpful moms in the game. That's cool. Yeah, I think that really does make a difference if you're playing with some good people. That's terrible. And you feel helpless because everyone else is busy with their own game experience and it's hard for them to interface without looking like jerks as well. Yeah. And again, some of these leaders, it's, they try to do the best thing they can do, but it's very difficult sometimes to make the decision, especially when you're being framed and the people that are framing you are doing a pretty good job of framing you. Sorry to have experience like that. It's painful if you're a sensitive person. Yeah, I wouldn't say I'm overly sensitive like that. I got over it, but I really did not want to play with those people anymore just because, people are going to be jerks. You don't want to be giving your time and energy to people that are jerks or that could go around and turn on you again, right? They turned on you once. It's like, I don't know if I can trust you. I spend a lot of time and energy and money. That was a game where I was actually paying as well to be one of the advanced players. I don't know if you've played any of those pay to win type games where they're free to play, but then if you pay money into them, you can advance your character or city or civilization faster. And so I was paying money into that every month, probably $100 a month, to be honest, to advance my civilization faster and to be this really good player. And then to be kicked out like that and kind of blacklisted in the top guilds, it wasn't fun. You have played PTW. What's PTW? So the game that I was playing, that I was talking about, was called. Let me eat this here real quick. The game that I'm talking about was Forge of Empires. Forge of Empires. It was about 2 years ago I was playing. I still have my character or my civilization or whatever you want to call it active. I've like logged in there once a year for the past year or two just to see if it's still there. I haven't really gotten back into it in the last year or two, but it still exists. I'm kind of an advanced player. I've slipped down. I'm not nearly as advanced. I think I've slipped down into the like rank of 500 or 600 now, the last I looked. But it was fun to play that, and I like that game. Still got a pretty advanced city. I've spent a lot of money in there, like I would say maybe close to five, six, $700 perhaps of money went into that game. So I kind of don't want to give it up. But it's been a while since I played. Oh, pay to win. Yeah. So what games have you played that are like that? There were a couple of others that I've played also. There's one called Game of War, which I played for quite a while. Again, I was in one of the top guilds there as well. And then for some reason, I stopped that game after a while. I paid money in that. I forget exactly how much. Wasn't a ton of money in that one. But I stopped playing for some reason. Maybe something happened with our guild. Our guild kind of started to collapse or something. I forget. Let's see. Well, it's not my favorite, but wow. Oh, yeah. I have not played World of Warcraft, although I have loved Warcraft 3 in the past. And I've played Warcraft 2 a little bit. Warcraft 3 was a game that I played for years and years. And then World of Warcraft, my sister got into quite a bit. And for some reason, I never did. I think I was just doing other things in my life at that time. And never got into that. Final Fantasy was another one that you did. And oh, I've heard of that game, but I haven't gotten into it, and I can't tell you why. Um, I don't know. Maybe I've always been either hooked into something else, or maybe just didn't get inspired to get into that one. I don't know. But I have heard about it. So you like kind of those fantasy games a little bit, right? World of Warcraft, Final Fantasy stuff. You gravitate towards survival games. Absolutely. Yeah, this is a pretty good survival game, I think. I'm enjoying this one as well. All right, let's see here. I'm going to try to get a bunch of 3, 6, 9, 12, about 14 branches. Let's see here. Six, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right. I think that's enough for the moment. So my games are 7 Days to Die, Ark, Minecraft, and The Isle. Oh, you know what? I think it was Jane Galt who was telling me about a game called, I think it's Nauticus. That's another survival game, maybe? You really like macabre stories too. So he was telling me that this Nauticus thing is a survival game. It's kind of like a water world, and it's more of a horror story than anything else. Subnautica, there you go. That's it. Have you played that one? What do you think of that one? Jane Galt really liked that. And it kind of sounds like what you'd be interested in. Macabre stories, survival. Seems like that'd be so. You played that a lot. Okay. How does that compare to 2 Hours, One Life? So that one seems like it might be a lot more up your alley than this game is. Are you still playing that one a lot and this one's just kind of like a backup? Or is there something you really like about this one more than that? Let's grab some yums here. Not a carrot. Guess we'll get a garlic. And a onion. All right. Let's see. I can turn that off now. Open up my Discord. My friend. Hang on a second. Let me read this thing my friend is saying here. Hey, Rock. I have the 2 Hours, One Life downloaded and the logon screen ready to go. However, I need to take stuff off again in 30 minutes or so. I'll be away for a couple hours. All right. Uh, join me on YouTube when you can. All right. We're going to just watch him for a little bit. All right, let's see. Played that a lot. Subnautica, yep. One of your favorites. It's got better graphics, but similar. It has exploration. I just played it so much that I'm playing 2 hours as something new. Okay, cool. Yeah, always good to get something new going. And let's see, you also were talking about 7 Days to Die, Ark, Minecraft, and the Isle. I don't think, or I should say, I think the only thing of the list that I've played is Minecraft. I don't generally don't get into a lot of different games. I usually find something, stick with it for a couple of years, and generally only move on if there's some big reason to. Sometimes that might be an introduction to a new game. All right, let's see. Let's take this basket over to here. Well, I'm glad that you're with 2 Hours One Life right now. I'm glad you're enjoying it. I think the small community here is kind of nice, and I also think that provides a little easier way to get to know people, perhaps. More open and friendly, everyone trying to get to know each other still, or easy to get to know new people. Oops. Did that basket not go in there? Ah, it's not fitting. Why can I not get on my horse? What's going on? I'm on my horse. Yeah. All right. Okay, let's take these down and get going. Load these up. Try not to waste them this time. I'm going to do the proper thing, I hope. And I'm going to use a long straight shaft to close the door like I'm supposed to. Yeah, I feel really bad that I just wasted all of those stacks of kindling. All right, we're good to go. Load these up here. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, we're going to do it properly this time. Let's grab some pine needles, toss it down here. There's our firebrand. Then we're going to, tell you what, just to be safe, I'm going to grab another long straight shaft because suddenly it just crossed my mind that maybe we can't close it with a firebrand that's actually on fire, and we're going to need a long straight shaft that's not on fire to close it. And I don't know if that's going to be a problem or not. Okay. Let's go ahead and light this up. Oops. There we go. Tag that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Close the door. Oh, we can tap it with one that's on fire. That's good. Good to know. Good to know. That's all we need right there. So 4 furnaces getting ready for the charcoal. Oh, Red Cat Sue, did you vote in the poll? It's at the top of the, I think it's pinned at the top of the chat window here. Trying to find out what games I should stream continuously. And I started to make a longer term poll. I think I was asking people in a short poll yesterday that only lasted 10 or 20 minutes. But this poll is going to last a day or two. See what games people want me to stream. You could vote for more than one on that checklist. Closed firing stone kiln. All right, we're just going to let that sit and do its thing for a little while. All right. I see it is 5:30 my time. I think I'm about to wrap up this stream for a little bit. I will be back in the game probably in a couple of hours, but probably not stream. Well, take that back. Since if my friend is going to join, I might stream just so he can watch and stuff like that as well. So I might be streaming, and then whether he wants me to stream on Twitch or YouTube, if it matters to him, then I'll just stream there. So you might see me on a stream a little bit later. And then Red Cat Sue, I think you're going to be playing tonight a little bit as well. So I might see you around. I don't know if we're going to jump into another family or not, or just play in my spawn here. But if my friend and I, or if my friend is interested in jumping into another family, we might see you in the other family as well. Let's see. Oh, man. Looks like I missed some of the things you were saying there. For some reason, I wasn't looking at the down arrow. You're currently playing modded Minecraft. That's interesting. I'd be interested in talking to you about that. 7 Days to Die is so nice. I will chat with you about that next time. Let's see. What kind of thing you say? You're very kind of very kind of professional. I appreciate that. When I was having trouble, I vented to Tanya. She was so kind and kept me playing. That's good. I'm glad that she kept you playing. I'm a bit older than the average player, by the way. I would say I'm a bit older than the average player too, I would guess. COVID stuff. Oh man, sorry to hear about the COVID thing. And slower as well. Ah man, just look at me. I'm super slow. So if you need any inspiration or whatever, like, oh, if this guy can do it, then I can do it, then I'm probably the one to look at here. If I'm around, I will pop into your stream. Yeah, absolutely. And good luck with your game and travels. Good luck with yours too, Red Cap Sue. glad to see you around again. And like I said, I hope to see you around in the family, one of the families sometime soon. Maybe when I'm not entertaining my friend especially, I'll take one of these streams and jump in to some family and play in some of those games as well. Very cool. Great chatting with you again, and I will see everyone again later. Until then, folks, rock out.